Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of the restoration of Noel. It's a pretty miserable afternoon here in the Gwent Valley, but progress has been made, slow progress as per usual here on Noel. There are a few things that I wanted to show you on this episode, and there's one or two questions I want to ask you guys as well. We haven't done an awful lot, but we have done some stuff. As you can see over my shoulder up here, there is the fan, some bits and pieces. I'm not sure how far down you can see. We've had a whole heap of stuff sandblasted. So I've bitten the bullet and spent some money doing that. The front panel as well has been blasted. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But first of all, before I go any further, I would like to just ask some advice, please. I don't know who of you out there is going to know this, but the fan, can you tell me what colour that should be? It's just in zinc rich primer at the moment. I'd like to know, is it black, is it silver, is it the duck egg blue colour of the engine? What colour is it supposed to be? And the pulley as well, I've had done. I'm not sure if you can see that, so I guess that's going to be the same colour as the fan. What colour should these things be? I'd like to try and get it right, so if you could let me know in the comments, that would be fantastic. Lance, what colour is yours? Don't know. So what else have I been doing? Well, I've been spending a bit of money. Truth be told, I don't like doing that. As you know, we have bought, I've just been making a note, sorry, I'm looking down here at my list just to prompt me. In fact, I'm going to get it out now. Yeah, so we've paid for the sandblasting. We paid for the carburetor rebuild kits from last time. We've bought some engine enamel. So we kind of reached a stage now where I haven't got any more money. I didn't have any money to do this in the first place. This restoration is being done on virtually no budget whatsoever. So I tell you, the things that we need to spend on now are, I need some more gas from a welder, and possibly a clutch. I've stripped the engine of its ancillaries in order to prep the engine for painting, and I've taken the clutch off, and I'm in a bit of a quandary about the clutch because it's actually pretty good. It hasn't seen much life, the clutch. Do I buy a new one? Do I reuse it? I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. And some muppet has also cut two of the locating dowels off the flywheel. So they've bought a clutch for Noel previously. Whether it was Peter who owned it or whether it was, I suspect it might have been John Reynolds, the original owner, who has replaced the clutch. I reckon it's got his kind of mark all over it. The fact that he bought a cheap clutch, which the pressure plate didn't exactly line up with the flywheel, and he locked two of the dowels off in order to make it work. And it did work fine. You've seen on episode 9 when I drove Noel in here, the clutch absolutely worked fine. So do I buy a new one or not? The one I'm looking at, if I want to buy a new one, is an LOF clutch. I think they're 145 quid. You know, all these things mount up. It may not seem like a lot to you, but it all mounts up to me. It will take me quite some time to build up £145 from stuff that I'm selling on eBay. This is how I'm financing the restoration of Noel. So check out my eBay shop, by the way. Right, so I'm going to take the phone off the tripod now, and I want to show you a couple of things. So here we go, and I'm gonna swap the camera around. No, am I? Yeah, camera around. Here we go, bear with me. Here we go. Right, so, and I'm just gonna grab the light. Bear with me, talk amongst yourselves. I've used that line before, I know. So here we go, we've got the fuel tank out of Noel. Now this tank I replaced 20 years ago, so I was hoping for big things in terms of it not being completely knackered. And it's not too bad on the outside, as you can see. I've got a little quandary which you guys can maybe help me with. We're going to go inside. I'm going to try my best and show you. If I put that there, I wonder if this is going to work. I wonder if you can see. Yeah, look at that, you can see in there. So we still got a bit of stale fuel. It doesn't look too bad. I'm thinking about literally trying to rig some kind of brush up and clean out the inside of this fuel tank and reuse it. What do you think? Again, a fuel tank is about 140 quid. I don't want a new fuel tank, so that's not really a question. I'm going to do that, whether you like it or not, to be honest, and we'll see how we get on. It doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, look at this. You know, we've got some shiny metal there, but as I say, I replaced this tank 20 years ago, so it's not like it's 64 years old like the rest of Noel. It's only 20 years old. So let me take you over here. So I've got the seat box out, just took that out.